sectors that will be vibrant to accelerate economic growth and development in Africa. Those sectors need to be integrated and be exposed, such as agricultural sector, the telecommunication sector for digital marketing, and there should be threads so that these resources will be moving around through regional participation. Because if you look at the indices in Africa, the macroeconomic indices, recently by Professor Rufus in our program, program, most of the economic variable in Africa, for instance, the unemployment, the per capita income, and all of them, they are not favoring Africa per se. So we should be looking at a place to set industries in Africa, a place to make Africa a vibrant and environmental friendly place that investors will come in to put things in place for Africa to grow.
Firstly, the list of what can be done is endless, but we need to be realistic if this list can be achievable at all. 1, globally, we need to end the war and strive for world peace, and this can be done through a Russia-Ukraine ceasefire agreement, underscoring, of course, that the expectation of an extended war timeframe is possible. 2, we need to end COVID-19 everywhere. With Africa lagging in terms of vaccination supply and with an increased hesitancy in terms of vaccination take-up, we cannot break ground in the progress front. 3, we need to tackle and end food security as well as energy security to avoid any possible social unrest that can, of course, exacerbate the situation and put a halt on the expected recovery. African economies have to reprioritize spending towards helping the most needy in terms of food security. At the same time, at the national level, they need spending cuts in other areas and try to improve spending efficiency. Urgent needs need to be balanced with long-term needs that were already in the horizon. Lastly, the international community needs to assist African countries that are in debt distress or just near debt distress with debt relief measures and a coordinated debt restructuring.
Africa is navigating a bumpy policy terrain with its growth trend exhibiting a double whammy. Firstly, it was the COVID-19 pandemic shock in 2020, which resulted in a sharp contraction in real GDP by 3.2%. And then in 2022, we saw the commodity price shock as a result of the Russia-Ukraine conflict. And this resulted in a significant leap in price of oil, which is now trading at over $100 per barrel, and also the rise in food prices. But then the back of that was the pre-existing issue of supply chain disruptions that was caused by the COVID-19 pandemic, and also as a result of the blockade in the Black Sea. And these resulted in the food security situation in Africa worsening further. And we are seeing food prices having also risen sharply as measured by the FAO Food Price Index, which was 12.6 percentage points up in the March reading. This paints a precarious state, obviously, for the poor in Africa, because high inflation translates to high living costs and as well as food prices going up also means that the poor are going to suffer the more.
The Young Economist Network. Investing in Africa's future.